So today's why is to talk about video and your customers' universe. So this is a dynamic graph that I made. It would change based on each one of your personal customer universe. And there's three categories of people that you can interact with in business. You have people who don't know you and are currently not doing business with you. You have people who know you but are still not doing business with you. It means you've not given them enough of a reason or made enough of an impact for them to decide to switch from their current provider over to you. And then you have your current customer base. They are the people that are doing business with you, which is your future referral partners, your word of mouth marketing. And so today is to really affect all three of those pieces and to try to get that yellow piece as large as possible, and make that green one as small as possible through the use of video. And so that's what we're talking about today. Some stats that really came out, that really stood out to me. I said it in my commercial. Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to 10% when reading it in a text. That means if you have something to say to someone and you send them a video versus a text, an email, etc., you're going to have a 1,000% increase in them actually remembering it. 81% of businesses use video as a marketing tool, which is up from 63%. That's a huge increase. That's almost a 20% increase year over year. 71% of B2B marketers are using video, and 66% of business to consumers are using video. So I just want to use this, and I'll send this out. I want to use this as a little bit of a ruler. Are you in the majority? Are you using video as a marketing tool? Or are you a part of the minority, which means that your competitors are using video and their messages are being retained? Why does it matter though? 59% of executives say that they would rather watch a video than read text. That means that if you're trying to pitch someone or prospect someone or anything in between, that means that a video is preferred by 6 out of 10 of those people that you're talking to, the decision makers of a business. In terms of business impact, a website is 53 times more likely to reach the front page of Google if it includes video. So that means that if you're trying to do SEO and you're writing blog posts and you're doing all this stuff to try to be on the front page, if you're not including video in your strategy, guess what? Your competitors are. Go back to the stats we talked about at the beginning. If you're not in the majority, you're losing. I'm sorry, this is gonna be kind of a blunt edge presentation today, but I want you guys to win. You guys are my referral partners, and I think you guys are some of the best in the business. So this is just gonna be a shotgun class in how to make your business better. Including a video on your landing page can increase your conversion rate by up to 80%. It increases organic search traffic on a website by 157%. If you want people to retain your message, if you want to engage them and you want them to do business with you, you have to be doing video. If you're not, your competitors are, and they're winning. Key takeaways from just these stats, and I'm gonna get into nice pretty graphs because like I said, text is too much. 83% of marketers would increase their reliance on video as a strategy if there were no obstacles like time, resources, and budget. Video takes time, it takes intention, it takes budget, it takes investment. 72% of customers would rather learn about a product or service by way of video. That means that if you have any service line in your business that is not 100% well known by that yellow category, people doing business with you, which I would say that all of you have multiple service lines and that you could probably do an even better job educating them, because you can't be in every single room talking to every single customer all the time. That's where video comes in. 3/4 of your customers, whether they do business with you, don't do business with you, or anything in between, they want to learn about what you do through video. 71% of people watch more video than they did a year ago. Video is lasting, video is growing, video is impactful. Are you in the majority? Are you in the minority? Key takeaways. But statistics are fine. Let's look at some graphs. I think graphs are a little bit more visually telling. Give the people what they want. In a HubSpot consumer survey, they ask consumers, in the future, what kind of types of content would you like to see? The number one, 53%, 53 out of 100 people said that they want videos. That's half of your customer base. That's half of your prospective customer base. That's half of your current customer base. That's half of people who don't know you, who you could introduce yourself to. That's half of the people who you're doing business with, but you have an opportunity for an upsell because they don't necessarily know every single service line that you offer. They're looking for video. The next is news articles. A news article is a perfect place to put a video or a link to your website with your video. The next is social media posts. The highest performing type of content on Facebook and all social platforms is video. A recent Facebook executive said that by 2022, he expects video to be one of the only types of content on Facebook that the algorithm will value, which means that if you're not putting out video, it won't be shown. So what? The recent study from Kantar, which is one of the larger media research companies, reveals that 75% of people want to know how brands they support are reacting to the current pandemic. I encourage you, we've talked about it in the past. How have you communicated on your website? How have you communicated on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook, through newsletters, through emails? 3/4 of your customers who don't know you, do know you but don't do business with you, and do business with you are looking to know how you are supporting your business and changing and growing because of COVID. But let's take that one step further. Your customers want branded video content. So this is tying it back to the businesses that they support. 3/4 want video content, or 3/4 want to know how you guys are being dynamic to COVID. So when asked, what kind of content do you want to see from a brand or business you support? So it's not just in the first one, which is what type of content do you want to see? This is what type of content do you want to see from brands or businesses you support or do business with? 54%. So last was 53% want video. 54% of your customers who either you're doing business with or not want video from you. The email newsletters, perfect way to send them an update. Cater to that 75% of people who are looking to know how you're reacting. Next is social images and social videos. The last one that was really surprising is that blog article content. I thought blogs were huge. This is showing that it's not as big as it used to be. People want video content. They retain it more, they engage with it more, they can share it, and they prefer it. So let's take a quick look in, and this is a shotgun course. I know I'm going quick, but I only have 10 minutes. I'm going to send this out. Let's look at a doorway into your future. If you like a certain brand, how do you prefer to engage with them and learn more about them? The number one way, Mark and I are always talking about it, your website is the gateway to your business. The Google My Business page is where they check with you first and then click go to site, and then they're on your site. Your homepage should be catering to what's going on at COVID. It just needs to be. They need to know. There's a desire to know how you guys are changing and being dynamic for COVID. But the number two, how do your customers prefer to engage with and learn more about you? Video. Videos on your website. And then like them on Facebook. Videos on your Facebook. It is video. We're in a video world. Video killed the radio star. That song came out like 15 years ago. Video killed the radio star. Like, it's still popping off. Like, it's still growing. And it will continue to grow. Like this, I harp on it for a reason, because if you're not in that majority, you're in a minority, which means that your competitors are winning with video. Next slide. This is just a shameless way of me to also hype the fact that I work at WCPO, a local broadcast television station, and we are the video experts. Outside of all the unique and creative long-form content that I've offered to create, whether it's highlighting your business, and let me make sure I've got, okay, I just hit my time, so I'll really just end on this. We create so much awesome content. I am personally offering to create all of you your own interview, your own testimonial, your own business highlight, your own COVID 3-minute content piece to do all of this. Like the exclamation point on this is twofold. One, if you really want to put yourself out as a trusted resource, advertising on WCPO right now is the best bang for your buck. 54% of people said that the most reliable news source that they have is local broadcast television. That means that if you're associated with local broadcast, that you are positioning yourself as reliable and trustworthy and legitimate. The kind of exclamation point to this is, I want to help all of this condense into reality. I seek to help you guys win. Think of creative, and I'm going to send this out, but just think of the reasons why someone should do business with you compared to your competitors. Let's make a video about it and have that be the tail end of it. And let's talk about how you're changing for COVID. 75% of people want to know how you're doing it. All of those people, according to this presentation, want video, or at least half of them want video. So let's talk about how we can use video in your business today with me. Get on a call, get on an email. If you're not, like this sounds intense, but I'm being intense right now. If you're not on video, you're not future-proofing your company. You're not telling your story, and the things that you're putting out are not being retained. Data says it, and I trust it. So guys, let's make some super, excuse my French, kick-ass video, and let's win in 2020. Any questions, anything, please feel free to jump in.
Hey, Ben, I love you. That was incredible. I'll just say, just as a quick comment, and two interesting notes to that. And I work with Langley, and we're going to do some more stuff with Ben's group this year, and I can't wait. But the two things it doesn't capture that make your point even stronger, I think, those statistics are based upon people today and casting a wide net over all socioeconomic type of individuals. The more that people age out, the more dramatic those video-centric stats will become. And number two, I think it's amazing the difference between blogs and video. It was basically 3 or 4 times the emphasis on video versus blogs. And if you said it takes more time to do video, I actually don't think that's true. I actually think one of the great things about video is, as opposed to a blog that you sit there and sort of brood over for hours and hours and hours and redline and everything, video, you can do it in 15, 20 minutes and get it right. So I'm just a huge fan of you, Ben. I can't wait to do more. Great presentation.
I appreciate that. And something that, just one statistic, and I'll send kind of out an all-encompassing email. This is actually a shortened version.
I mean, I just always love your passion, Ben. I mean, genuine passion, just wanting to help people and do right by. I mean, it just comes through with everything you do. So if you can't find good fodder for a 1-to-1 after that, I don't think you were listening. So definitely follow up with Ben, get one in the next couple of weeks here, and take advantage of his offer if you can to get some video